Welcome to haslipcycleworks. And for those of you who have subscribed to the channel for a while, you probably recognize this. My ZTFab weld cart conversion for this Craftsman toolbox. Well, it's a mess. As you can see, I got all sorts of crap on the top of it. Stuff needs to go in the drawers. Got to clean some of the stuff out of the drawers. But it's been the home for my Everlast Power Arc 160 STH since I got it. So why are we cleaning it up? It all has to do with what's in this box. So what is in this box? Clearly it's from Everlast. Any guesses? Let me clear a spot on the bench and we'll open it up together and see what's inside. Now I got just enough room, I think, cleared off the bench. I still got to put all my tools away and everything from Project Mini Trike, but we'll get to that. But first, let's see what's in the box. Like I said, it is from Everlast. And why did I go Everlast? The TIG welder, the Power Arc 160 STH that I've got from Everlast. Zero issues, love it. My plasma cutter is the Power Plasma 50S from Everlast. Love that thing. Has worked without a hitch. Now, when it came down between what's in this box and some of the other choices, I actually narrowed it down. It was almost going to go a different route, just to try something different. But I figured if I was going to put money into something, it should be something I trust. And it was between this and one of the Harbor Freight offerings, which also come in green. So, without further ado, let's get into her and see what she's got. Whatever it is, it runs off a 220 plug. You guys figured it out yet? Well, it's got a flow meter, but no foot pedal. That's right, we have ourselves a MIG welder from Everlast. Finally decided to go down the MIG road and get a hot glue gun for steel. So in that little box we've got our flow meter, we've got our we got our flow meter, our MIG torch, we've got our ground wire and clamp, we've got contact tips, a couple little spare parts, the hose for the flow meter. And the only thing that looks like it's left in here is actually the welder itself. And this is the Everlast Power iMIG 200E. Power MIG because it's a MIG. 200 means 200 amps. Of course, you get that at 220. This machine will run on 110, but you don't get anywhere near the 200 amps. And the E stands for economy. Everlast has some MIG machines that have a lot of features that honestly I'd probably never use. There's no need to spend the extra money, at least in my situation, for all the features and those bells and whistles that we're just not going to use, don't have a need for. Now when I say economy, that just means it doesn't have all those extra features. It by no means means it's a cheap unit as far as quality goes. We have non-detent, so infinitely adjustable knobs for our wire speed and our voltage, and a simple spool gun on or off. This will run a spool gun. It is an additional purchase, which we may end up doing later on. I may try to see if I can hot glue some aluminum together. But real basic, nothing fancy, everything's labeled, nice solid connectors. And this will do either an 8-pound or an 11-pound spool wire. So you can do the small one or you can do the large one. And all of our cables in here we're able to access. So if we need to switch this over to do flux core, it's just a simple moving of the cables. Our drive roller assembly is all metal. Which got a carrying handle. Although I would not want to lug this thing around. I think it weighs right around 30 pounds, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you throw a spool of wire in this thing, she gets heavy quick. Fan, simple on and off, and our gas input. And of course our cord, which one of the Everlast things is an adapter where you can plug in the standard 220 cord that comes on the machine into here and run it on 110. So in a pinch you can run 110 on this. So how's this got anything to do with the weld cart? Well, when I decided on this weld cart and I found this toolbox, the whole plan was to add to it. So it can support 2 gas cylinders. We have a pure argon cylinder spot for the TIG. And we also have another spot that we're going to run 75-25 for the MIG on. And there's a provision there to drop that in. There's 2 cord spool hangers on the back, so we can bundle up our cords and our gas lines and our leads. There's enough drawers to put and segregate our TIG consumables and our MIG consumables. And there's enough room on the top of this toolbox slash weld cart that we can put both machines. I'm going to clean this thing off. We're going to put this bad boy on top of here. I'm going to get it all hooked up. I'm going to run some test beads and see how she does. Well, you saw it. Maybe 5 minutes once it's out of the box to get everything plumbed and tightened up. Especially when you've already got the 220 run for it. Real simple to go together. Not too many options. You don't get lost trying to set it up. And when you saw me running a couple beads, I had to adjust the wire speed and the voltage. A little too much wire at first and a little too much voltage at first. Got it dialed down, and looks good. So yeah, I'm gonna keep playing with this and kind of get a better feel for it. It's been a long time since I had an actual gun instead of a TIG torch, so it's got a little bit of a relearning curve, if you will. Great welder, especially for the price. If you guys are looking to get into welding, especially MIG, definitely give the Everlast Power iMIG 200E a look. Put it on your list. Check it out. We're going to continue using it in the shop here, and I'm sure you're going to see me using it a lot more on some other projects and stuff, especially that quick tacking and stuff that's maybe not the cleanest, where TIG would kind of struggle. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. And the ZTFab welding cart, of course, as always, anything from ZTFab is awesome. So thumbs up to those guys again. Thumbs up to Everlast, and links down in the description for everything. Till next time, guys, get up, get out there, and do it.